Speaking of Mando, our good friend Pedro was on the Tonight Show, and he mentioned, and I quote, "I will say there will be more Mandalorians." We knew that from the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Big epic battle.
We already knew that.
Plural. More than one battle. Maybe. End quote.
I really like him.
I love him.
I like how people call him Daddy now.
I mean, that's what everyone called Joel from Last of Us for years, and now he's Joel, so you get the title of Daddy.
And so, like, here was one where, like, he was on the premiere, and someone's like, "Hey, Daddy," he like gets all red, and he's like, "Hey, Mama." Like,
Shane
he just seems like a cool guy.
Shane calls me Daddy.
That's weird.
He comes in the morning, he peeks his head in the office, goes, "Good morning, Daddy." I'm like, I don't mind. Yeah, but he's whoever was going to play Joel gets to be Daddy. That's just how it works. Because for how many years did you hear women fawning over, like, I want a man like Joel. I want a man like Joel.
Like, he's a manly man, dude.
A resourceful silver fox. He's Joel. So yeah, he gets that title. But yeah, he's slaying it. But with that information, and we kind of already knew, but the fact that there's more than one, to me, means multiple touch points across this story. Let me frame what I'm thinking here. Something against the remnants of the Empire, internal struggles, because they're not going to get along off the bat. And then, Din having the Darksaber is going to be a huge issue.
Yeah.
Huge.
Well, yeah, because we have one of those, the Vizsla that already tried, the guy who what's his face plays?
Jon Favreau.
Yeah, the one that Favreau plays. That Vizsla already tried once for the Darksaber. So, like, I would assume that he'll bring a band of Mandalorians to come fight him this time.
Well, you're going to have the other clans. So you're going to have, there's, depending on which pieces of lore they start pulling from.
We have no idea what the hierarchy of the Mandalorians look like right now.
There probably is none, because they've said scattered. Like, we're scattered across the galaxy. So you have the Vizslas, you have Sabine's clan Ren. You have in the Legends there was a clan Fett. Now I know that wouldn't line up 1-to-1 with what we're learning about Boba Fett, but that doesn't mean that it wasn't like a title or an adopted name or something like that.
Oh my God, do you think Boba's gonna show up?
I don't know if Boba himself will show up. It's possible, given that they've crossed into each other's worlds a few times.
Doesn't Boba owe Din?
No, didn't he?
Or did he already clear that?
I think they cleared that
Okay.
So the only reason I say Clan Fett is because of this, is because is it Book of Boba Fett? When we're on the Jedi planet, not Jeddah. I just read that book. That's why it's in my head. When we're on, oh my God, it'll come to me. With Grogu, where he's on the Seeing Stone and the whole thing happens.
Yeah, it starts with a T.
I don't remember what show it was, because it's all one big show.
You hate the planet because it's not what it looks like.
Tython.
See, there we go. I told you it started with a T.
Well, I don't remember what show it was, because that story now to me is just both shows. So forgive me.
It was Mandalorian.
Thank you. So when they're
Season
there
2.
and he talks about the chain code of his father for Jango, Jango was a full-fledged Mandalorian. He was a foundling. So I don't know if he had already had that name or he did come from Clan Fett. But even in Legends, the foundlings, they weren't called foundlings, but the ones who joined the clans, and they're not blood related, because the Mandalorians don't give a damn about blood. They do not care about blood. They're more concerned with whether you can carry on the legacy of the name based on your skill in combat. They do not care about bloodlines.
Holy crap, we could have a Clan Fett.
So there could be a Clan Fett
that's where Book of Boba Fett season 2 could go.
Is he takes his control of Clan Fett and has his like organized crime syndicate all in one show?
Oh yeah.
So Clan Fett exists in Legends.
Holy shit, that could be so dope.
But yeah, they don't really give a damn about bloodlines. They're more concerned with carrying on the name based on prowess in combat.
Din. I mean, like Din's a foundling and they didn't give a shit.
So you have that. There's more to the story with the armor that we have to learn, and I have a feeling that's going to play into this season. So we know a few of the clans. I'm sure we might be introduced to a few more.
Is it? Are they gonna Game of Thrones this bitch, and it's gonna be like all these different?
Well, that's the thing is the Mandalorian culture is Westeros.
Yeah, Game of Thrones. Yeah. Oh man, it's gonna be good.
You have houses, you have clans. You like it is a powder keg of a mess waiting to happen. But it's going to be great storytelling, and it's going to lead to a whole part of Star Wars that has not been touched in the Disney era. So
this is the shit that everybody wants.
Right. This is what we've been begging for.
When you go to Celebration, before any idea of the Mandalorian or like Boba Fett being alive and any of that shit, I swear to you, Mandalorians were some of the heaviest cosplayed characters at Celebration. It's like
they're the most fun.
There's just fleets. It's fun because there's no real like interpretation of like what's considered like an actual like Mandalorian. Like their types of armor and everything. It's just like it's so imaginative as far as like where they go with these pieces. Like there's certain aspects to Mandalorian armor that like everybody holds true to. Like they kind of like all make it look like Boba Fett to a certain degree. Like they all have like that stereotypical like visor and whatnot. But like
the T-visor.
They go full out with like, you know, the type of like braiding and like trophies and stuff that they're wearing on themselves. Like all this stuff. Like they either go like heavy like bounty hunter style, or they go like heavy like warriors like soldier style. It's like military-esque. It's like it's really neat like how people interpret like what Mandalorians would look like. And so it's like I think that's why people love cosplaying as them, because it's just open to your imagination. There's like really no cut or dry as far as like when you have a Jedi like or like even like a Sith, like a stereotypical like Sith person that you end up like cosplaying. It's pretty much black robes, red lightsaber, dark makeup, like you're done. Jedi is like tan robes, like a nice light lightsaber, and that's it. Like Mandalorians are just like all over the place, and it's so cool.